Welcome to Bedtime Legends, where the quiet of the night brings chilling truths to light. Tonight, we serve you a tale not for the faint-hearted, a story buried beneath the warm lights of a familiar fast food chain. Behind the smiles, behind the sizzling oil, something darker was always brewing. This isn't just a confession, it's a warning. So dim the lights, settle in, and prepare yourself for a flavor you'll never forget, because tonight, we uncover the secret behind the taste. They call me Mason now, not because that's my real name, but because some truths are too disturbing to speak with your own voice. What I'm about to tell you has haunted every quiet moment of my life for the past 5 years. And while I've buried it beneath promotions, paychecks, and late-night silence, it claws back up, especially when I close my eyes. Maybe, just maybe, letting it out will quiet the horror inside me. Back then, I worked at a KFC in the quiet town of Westridge. I'd been there for over a decade. It was more than just a job. It felt like home. The scent of crisp chicken, the laughter echoing off greasy tiles, and the familiar faces made the place feel oddly comforting. I gave years of my life to that place, so when the offer came, it felt like destiny. It was a Thursday. I still remember the dim glow of the office light and the stale smell of coffee when our manager, Mr. Drexel, called me in. He was a grizzled man with tired eyes, but a smile that didn't reach them. That day, he told me I'd soon be promoted to manager. "There's more to this role than cleaning schedules and payrolls," he said, his voice unusually low. "This position carries weight." I smiled, proud, nervous, naive. "I'm ready, sir. I've earned this." His smile faltered. "I hope you are, Mason. I really do." During that final week before stepping into the new role, I was assigned the night shifts, a test maybe. Most nights were slow. One constant, however, was a boy named Eli. He was about 10, chubby, sweet, with a mop of messy hair and eyes that tried not to show sadness. Eli came in every evening, always alone. He'd order the same thing, a kid's meal with extra biscuits. I once asked why he spent so much time here. He hesitated. "Mom and Dad yell a lot at home. Here, it's quieter." I started sitting with him after my shift ended, sharing stories, laughing at silly things. He'd always lick his fingers clean after eating, and every time I'd grin and tease, "It really is finger-lickin' good, huh?" He'd smile back, never knowing how precious those moments became to me. But then came the man. He walked in on my second night, hooded, broad-shouldered. Something about him felt wrong, like walking into a cold room that had just been warm. He didn't speak at first, just pointed to the menu and whispered, "Bucket, extra crispy." I served him, and just as I turned to leave, he looked up. "These the ones that make you lick your fingers?" he asked. I hesitated. "That's the idea." He chuckled quietly. "Good, only want the finger-lickin' ones, nothing else." That chilled me more than I'd like to admit. He came back the next night, and the next, same time, same seat, same eerie aura, until my final night. I had just stepped out to toss the trash when I noticed something strange. There was no one inside, no Eli, no hooded man, no sound. I hadn't seen anyone leave. My gut twisted. Then I heard it, a tune being whistled from the kitchen, a calm, almost cheerful melody that made my skin crawl. I crept toward the back, expecting maybe one of the cooks messing around. But what I saw stopped me cold. The hooded man was behind the grill, whistling as he turned something over in the fryer. "Where's Rick?" I asked, referring to our usual cook. Without looking up, the man replied, "His shift's over. It's my turn now." "You don't work here," I stammered. "Customers can't be back here." He didn't even flinch, just kept working, focused, mechanical. Then I saw him pull out a glass jar from his pocket. Inside were fingers, not chicken fingers, human fingers, small, discolored, and unmistakably real. He dropped one into the fryer like it was just another drumstick. My breath caught. I stepped back in horror and tripped over something soft. I looked down. Eli, his lifeless eyes stared up at me, his hands mutilated, no fingers left. I screamed, the kind of scream that tears your throat raw. That's when Drexel, my manager, appeared behind me, calm as a priest at a funeral. "Shh," he said, placing a finger over his lips. "You don't want to ruin the recipe, Mason." I stared at him, unable to form words. He turned to the hooded man. "Chef Barnett is right on schedule." The hood came down, scars, burns, a face twisted by fire or rage, or both. Drexel looked at me, his voice calm, instructive. "You see, we don't feed people human fingers, not really, but seasoned fingers, prepared the right way. They infuse the oil, they enhance the flavor, they give it that unforgettable taste, like adding wine to a sauce, subtle but powerful."
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You said you were ready," Drexel reminded me. "Ready for responsibility, ready to do what it takes." Then Chef Barnett extended a wing to me, crispy, golden, aromatic. "Try it," Drexel whispered. I wish I could say I ran, that I called the cops, that I did the right thing, but I didn't. I bit into the wing, and it was divine, sweet, smoky, rich, like nothing I'd ever tasted, and I understood. That night I became the new manager. For 5 years I kept the secret, managed schedules, filed taxes, kept the line moving, ignored the flyers about missing people that always seemed to pile up near the register. But Eli never left me. Every night, his eyes are the last thing I see. His voice, the one that whispers from the back of my mind. "I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm not even asking you to understand. I just want peace, whatever kind I can still find." Maybe saying this out loud will finally let me sleep again. The moral of the story: some promotions come with a price that's paid in pieces of your soul. The hunger for success can be all-consuming, but beware what you're willing to digest to achieve it.